What's going on, man? It's Vash, and I'm about to play some of this If My Heart Had Wings. When we last left off, this girl, I don't know if we know her name yet. I think we do. I can't still remember, but she was chasing Hat down the hall because Hat had her panties or whatever, man. So here we go. You know what I'm saying? The main protagonist is going to be the dorm mother of this all-female dorm. It's called Flying Fish Manor or something like that. So he's going to be the dorm mother of this all-female dorm, and now he's run into this girl again. So here we go. She got as far as saying that, but then realized that she had the small cloth in her hand and tried to hide it by stuffing it under her backside. Jesus. Let me turn this up a little bit. I think I need to. Config. Sound. Voice. All that stuff. Oh, that stuff seemed fine. It just sounded low as shit in my ears. I just heard it right there. Cool. These new dome obligatory time. I was like, what the hell? Whoops. Conoco, who was supposed to be having the bat. Oh shit. My name is Kotori. Hey, look. Hey, look. Is what it felt like she was saying as she relentlessly pointed at me. The girl known as Kotori glared at Kaneko like she was interfering. I'm the new dorm mother, Io Minase. Aoi Minase, I'm sorry. Why does she seem so mad? Does she not recognize he's the same dude who fixed her fucking, um, her, tire that time? If she doesn't recognize him, that's weird. Kotori seemed to meet my introduction with reluctance. Okay, so she does know that that's him. Hat turned to face me and flapped his wings. He's a clever duck. Yes, that's right. So you are against it? If she says she doesn't like the fact that the dorm mother of a girl's dormitory is a guy, or the fact that we're the same age, there's nothing I can do about it. Kotori closed her eyes and quietly takes a deep breath as if trying to focus her mind. Kotori? Let me configure this some more. I don't understand why does it sound so fucking low. Like, it just sounds low as shit for some fucking reason. Alright, whatever. During the day? Which part? The fuck? She's Sunore? She stopped talking and stared at Kaneko, who was standing behind listening. Kaneko looked as if she was saying, okay, okay, as she disappeared down the hallway. Jesus. Oh, flashback. That incident was quite startling, and I remember it well. It just happened, so I hope you do remember it well, you cock. The fuck? To see a girl's tears from so close like that is something I don't experience very often. Ask me if I do this every day, I said often. I don't know what she thinks about it, but those tears were very beautiful. Jesus, you're a freak, man. Huh? No, not yet. This girl crazy, son. Don't be so silly. When you say it like that, it just makes it even more strongly engraved in my memory. Coulter straightened her back, composed her expression and smiled, and swish with a natural gesture, she lifted her hair up. she, I really thought that this was gonna be something like explaining why she's acting the way that she's acting, but she has a cool air about herself here, so she can't let it be known that she was crying like a baby. Oh my god. What's a lul? Oh my god. Oh, I've heard that word before. Yeah, this girl crazy as shit. She said that and then straightened her back and made a composed smile again. Okay, that's enough. I get it, alright. This girl crazy as shit, son. This is weird as hell. This girl is weird as shit. What? She just went away. Coulter used just about every insult there is, then turned her wheelchair around. Then she hurriedly raced back down the hallway and back into her room. Quiet. That boy Hat. Along the way, Hat, who had been thrown off, chased after her and entered the room through a small door, maybe a special door for ducks, built into the bottom of the main door. I looked on in disbelief. I don't need to say this, but the dainty and delicate image that she had in the daytime had completely crumbled away. I bet. I really bet, son. A delicate bud was beginning to sprout, and we shared a fleeting love. What? But we got the moon. Cool Alul. Right. When I remember lifting her hair. What? Oh, when I remember lifting her hair and being so full of confidence, I feel like I could burst out laughing. She's so funny. From the beginning, everything's been so messed up. From tomorrow, it looks like things will start getting interesting. I really felt that prediction would come true. Is it going to be something opposite than that, player? Doesn't seem like it. It seems like everything's going good. I mean, you're in a house full of women's. Extend little wings which fly in the sky highly. That's a cutscene, right? Now we on to the regular scene. Boom, here we go. My first job is dorm mother. That is to make breakfast for the boarders. Can you cook? The hell? Sure. A big bowl, right? I'm pretty confident in my cooking. Until recently, I was living with my father, who was ordered to transfer to the country, and every day I helped with the housework. I was in charge of preparing the meals, and it's not like I hated cooking or anything. That's one of the reasons why I accepted the job as dorm mother. So the others don't need breakfast, huh? Since just now, no one has come into the dining hall. Sometimes there would be someone walking through the hallway in front, but they seemed to be sneaking around. What the hell? Kaneko looked towards the hallway just as the oldest boarder, Yuka, was peeking in before swiftly dashing off. That's funny as shit though, because they're like teenagers. But K-Fu is co-ed. But K-Fu is a co-ed school, right? I see. It seems that a guy being the dorm mother of a girl's dormitory would have his problems after all. There's a reason why I accepted the job as dorm mother at Flying Fish Manor. Not long ago, the owner janitor collapsed. It sounds like she's pretty old, and as well as straining her back, she caught a summer cold, which became aggravated. Did she die? Oh, the owner soon began looking for a replacement, but it was hard to find one. I like that little tree right there. Then she sought help from the real estate company where my mother works. This is one of the properties that my mother manages, and is an old acquaintance of the owner from decades ago. She nominated me for the job just as I was planning to come back here. On the documents, my mom is the one responsible for this place, but she got me to carry out the practical duties, in other words, the work of a dorm mother. Then, that became the condition for me coming back to this town. As always, she's very crafty, but I wasn't really against the idea, so I accepted it. If I'd known it was a girls' dormitory, of course I would have refused. Pussy. This place... I'm sorry. This place is old, a little far from the school, but the rent is cheap. Apart from the food and admin expenses, it costs next to nothing. Can't complain, yeah, son. I wouldn't be complaining. That's why it would be a big problem for me if I couldn't stay here, and if in the worst case scenario, the boarders won't be able to go to school. So for now, it seems that everyone has accepted a guy as a dorm mother. Yeah, you haven't done any shady shit. Kaneko stacked up the dishes on the counter and licked her lips in satisfaction. She had eaten it all. Not even a single grain of wrap was left. Jesus. To have people enjoy my cooking feel pretty good. I feel deeply relieved. I'm happy that things are going well. Ah, geez, I better get ready for school. That's a nice kitchen too. In the entrance of the dormitory, there was Kotari. She was dressed in her uniform and looked like she was about to go to school. Morning, Kotari. Are you going to school? Shall we go together? Why? Well, what? She put it bluntly as she quickly went out the front door. I don't have any friends at school, so I was just asking. It looked like we had a strange misunderstanding. You lying. Jesus Christ. That bitch jumped to the ultimate leap and that shit, fuck. It's a nice little town, though. Wearing my new uniform, I make my way to school. Is this the front of the school, bitch? Because this shit looks like a college campus. I'm a dorm mother, but also a student of K-Fu Academy. I mean, this is my real occupation. Today is the first day at my new school. I'm not really the shy type, but I guess I am kind of nervous. I would say that the school I was going to before was a sports-focused all-boys school. K-Fu Academy, the school I'll be going to now, is an engineering school and a co-ed, and the school traditions are quite different too. As I walk the streets that lead to school, there are more and more groups of people wearing the same uniform. This is the same area in which I lived 5 years ago. There should be a few people that I know, but most of the people who I'd recognize went on to regular schools. I wonder if the ones who chose to go to K-Fu Academy remember me. Even if I only know one person, it will make a big difference. You do, you know, like 5 people, right? The girls that go to the school, you know, who live with you. There'll be more weird misunderstanding with Miss Alul too. Oh yeah, which school do Agihai and the others go to? Look at that transition. They're my childhood friends who I always played with when I was a kid. There's Ageha, Mabuo, Hotaru, and Anchan. Out of that group, Ageha and Mabuo are the same age as me, but we haven't been in 5 years and haven't really stayed in touch. We just about managed to exchange New Year's cards, but that reminds me, in the corner of last year's New Year's card, I think there was a small message about which school we were planning to go to. What did it say? A lot of things happened, or maybe I'm just lazy, but I haven't told anyone apart from Anshan that I'm coming back. To be honest, I'm not even sure how I feel. I mean, I'm not even sure how I should be if I meet them. Be yourself, bro. The fuck? With the ones like Ageha, she'd probably smash my face in. She'd say, "Why didn't you contact me?" or something. She looked and acted like a real tomboy. When I remember the past, it makes me smile. But I bet she's not a tomboy now. I bet she's not. Oh shit. That's her. At the point where Toe Street leading to the school meet, there was a girl wearing a K-for uniform standing there, looking towards me. The other girls that she was walking to school with asked, "What's up?" and she seemed puzzled as they spoke to her. However, it seemed that the girl can't hear them, and she's staring over here at me. Just faintly, her eyes seemed full of surprise. She's pretty cute. Without realizing, I stopped walking and was staring at the girl. Until a few days ago, I was going to an all-boys school. The sight of a girl on the way to school in her uniform, she was pretty cute too, causing me to get palpitations is perfectly reasonable. Oh shit. Yes, it is. Suddenly having someone call my name in such a carefree manner made me feel a little nervous. Pussy. Who is it? Hell no. There, she said my name again, and she had such a happy expression on her face. Do I know any girls this cute? No, wait. I've seen this face before. When she smiles like this, and her eyes sparkle like a little kid's. Is that you, Agiana? She asked that she briskly move closer, bringing her face right up to mine. It's definitely Agiha. She's changed a lot, but if I just look at her face, there's no doubt that it's her. Is it really that Agiha? Kill him. I said you kill him. What is it? What is it? Said the other girls as they gathered around in a circle. I got to turn to face them and introduce me. Sachin. Sachin replied, "No way, Howie," as she warmly raised her voice in surprise. When we were in the 4th grade of elementary school, we were in the same class once. Then who's the other girl right there? To the right. The girls seemed impressed by Agiha's explanation and they looked at me with eyes full of expectation. "Nice to meet you. I'm Aoi Minase." In front of all these girls in their uniforms, I greeted them with a stern look on my face. As I tried to hide my embarrassment, I get how laughed as she looked on with relish. I never thought I would find myself doing introductions in the street on the way to school like this, so I was totally unprepared. I'll say it again. Let me do it again. I could hear Miss Alul's words in the back of my mind. As she spoke, I could how would move her hands around my head to show the difference in height between myself and her. Our bodies were making contact, but she either did notice or didn't really mind. I flinched slightly, but the fact that she was so unreserved actually made me feel more comfortable. Speaking of which, you changed too. And she said, "You think so?" She looked at herself. "Yeah, you always looked like a boy, so I was surprised to see that you became a girl." This dude's a dumbass. Those this fucking stupid. Those were my honest thoughts, but I said them in a way that sounded weird. I thought she might find it slightly charming, but you know what? I'm gonna end the gameplay right here. That shit was actually funny. I'm gonna end the gameplay right here. I'm about to save it real quick. Hold on. I'm gonna end the gameplay right here. Let's go to another save spot, yeah. But I'm gonna end the gameplay right here though, man. Let me know what you guys think about this game, man. Let me know what you're feeling about this shit though, man. Bash said, keep going.